There are so many other podcasts that are similar to my topic. Should I even try to start my own? Let's talk about that. You're listening to Practical Podcast Tips. My name's Amber Beals, and today I'm going to cover tip number 21. Is the podcasting world too saturated? Well, let's talk about it. Now, I know if you've been on Apple Podcasts lately or Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts, you will see that there's hundreds upon thousands upon tens of thousands of podcasts out there. There's a podcast about everything. I'm pretty sure if you just looked up a podcast about, farming worms, I'm sure you'll find one out there. And if you do, please comment because I'm interested now. But you get it. There are so many podcasts out there, and to think that you have a unique idea that somebody else hasn't done or hasn't tried to launch is kind of hard to believe just because nobody has an original thought, right? I mean, it's very rare if somebody has an original idea or somebody accuses you of stealing something when really it was your idea, but it was a great idea and another great mind thought alike like you. So there are so many podcasts out there, and there are more being launched every single day. There's always somebody launching a new one. They come out weekly, they come out monthly, they come out bi-monthly, whatever people decide to do. There's just a lot out there. And because people like to talk and people love to listen. So there's going to be a market for pretty much everything. And I know it can be a little intimidating to think, well, I have this idea for a podcast, but, I found one or two or three or maybe five other podcasts that are very similar to my idea. So is it even worth me trying to start my own podcast because there's so many other ones to listen to? Why would someone pick mine? For example, true crime. True crime is such a big topic and it's such a big genre in the podcasting world. I mean, you can find it on YouTube, you find it in podcasting. People just love true crime. And I'm one of those people. I love true crime. If you are a lover of this topic, then you might be like, you know what? I want to start my own podcast because I found other crime cases or I have a different take on this certain crime and I want to try to start my own, but I feel like it's just going to get lost with all the other podcasts out there. Now, I want to encourage you because you are so different from everyone else. Somebody is going to resonate with you that maybe they don't resonate with all those other true crime podcasts or whatever genre that you want to pick. Somebody is going to resonate with you better than anything else. And you're going to have a different spin. You're going to have your own take. You're going to look at things differently than other people. So don't be afraid to start your own podcast. Somebody's going to find it. Somebody's going to listen to you. And if you promote it right, you're going to have an audience that maybe they switch from some of those other podcasts to listen to yours. Or you know what? Maybe they listen to both because there's a lot of true crime out there, but maybe they're a true crime junkie and the more podcasts there are, they're going to listen to it. So you are going to have an audience. So don't be afraid to start your own because again, you are your own person. Don't be afraid to be you. You're going to have your own jokes. You're going to have your own takes, your own opinions, your own laughter. Maybe somebody doesn't like somebody else's laugh on the other podcast. And so they find yours and you have a more pleasant laugh. Okay, great. You just gained a new follower. So don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to try to, maybe reach a different kind of audience in this genre. There's so many different types of people out there and there's so many likes and dislikes and you're going to fit in this niche somewhere. You're going to find your little place. So please don't be afraid to start your own podcast and say you have your podcast for a few months and then you decide, you know what? I want to change my niche. I want to change my topic because that happens all the time. Some people, they start out and they're like, okay, this is going to be my podcast and this is what it's going to be about. But then as they go along, it kind of evolves into something different. And that's the beauty of podcasting. It's a little more freedom in that way. It's a little more organic in that you can change your genre. You can change your format or the way you do things. And that's okay. People like change in podcasting. I do. I love seeing a new fresh take or a new fresh opinion or a different way of doing it, or maybe a new intro, just anything that makes it a little more fresh. People they embrace that. And so I think you should too. Yeah, so just remember to not be intimidated if somebody else has a similar topic to you. You will be different by nature because you are a completely different person and people are going to resonate with you. So I hope that helps. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hey, thanks for listening. If you liked this episode, please feel free to leave us a review. It really helps out the show. And I'd love to hear how it helped. Also, if you know someone else that could benefit from it, go ahead and share it with them. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next episode.